This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
Welcome back to Panther Sports Talk here in the Unidome with Director of Athletics Troy Dannen. The start of your 7th year. Accomplished a lot in the past 7 years. Why are you proud of where the UNI Athletic Department is right now as we embark on a new school year, Troy?
You know, when I got here, the one thing we had was a great stable of coaches and very competitive teams. And maybe the thing I'm proudest of is most of those coaches are still here. Yeah. And when you have the success we've had, the trend is to go find a bigger, better, higher paying job. And while we've been able to get some extra money for most of our coaches, the fact that they're still here and a part of our community, they're good people, they're recruiting good kids to campus. I'm most proud of the staff that we've got. And then we've had all sorts of academic success, and we had good achievement academically before I got here. But I think what's happened with 6 teams last year in the top 10% of the nation in graduation rate through represented through APR says a lot about the kids that are in the program. So when you have a great set of coaches and you have outstanding students under the tutelage of those coaches, I think there's a lot to be proud of, but it all starts with them.
New president, he's a full year into it. He's a big Panther supporter of athletics as well.
Well, I think you will never say that Bill Root is not fully engaged, and it's not just in athletics. The man is fully engaged in absolutely everything, but he's a passionate supporter of the Panthers. He and his wife Judy, one of the little secrets, he shows up every Sunday morning at 6 o'clock into the football coaches' offices with donuts. Wow. And he and Judy are around a lot. They bring their dog Fuzzy to practice, and so they're obviously a part of the Panther family, but I think for the athletic teams, they're a special part because we see them around so much.
Mm-hmm. Why should Panther fans be excited this year? Football kicking off, volleyball, soccer, cross country. It should be a good fall.
Well, I think we should always be excited, and I think one of the things that tends to happen is we take for granted a little bit the successes that we've had. But a football team that's preseason top 10, which I think is a little low. A volleyball team who's defending conference champion, who's going to host the conference tournament. A soccer program who has been on the way up. James Price inherited a program that was really in a shambles, and he's got us to the point where we've been competitive. Made the conference tournament a year ago, and then leading into the winter. But so much to look forward to in the fall. Great teams. We know we're supporting good kids. We know we've got good coaches. They're representing all of us out in the community. So a lot to look forward to, and maybe a new video board in the Dome in the McLeod Center. So hopefully the bells and whistles will be a little more entertaining.
Well, you talk about the fans and the support, and it's been fun to see the fans with season ticket sales increasing. The Dome should be a very fun place to be come kickoff for the home schedule.
Record number of season tickets already sold. About 6 weeks away from our first home game. A lot of group tickets sold. It's important at our place the students turn out because while the student fee is where their revenue comes, not from student season tickets, the atmosphere in the building is created by students. So we got to get our students there. We know we've sold a lot of tickets. We know there are going to be a lot of people in the Dome for the first time, hopefully the first of multiple times. But it is a great atmosphere to watch a game. And when you have a schedule like we do in football with 3 games in November, I think this is one of those years where we're going to particularly appreciate having home games inside.
What do you like? You've gone to a lot of practices, talked with Coach Farley, just the makeup of this team heading into a new season.
I went in, I always meet with the team on the first night they report. So this year, it was a couple Sundays ago. And I said, I've never looked forward, since I've been here, to a season like I'm looking forward to this one. And I'm looking forward to it because we lost 5 games in a row last year. Because there haven't been many teams in UNI football history that would have lost 5 games, 3 in overtime, the way we lost them, but yet had the fortitude to come back and win 3 games at the end of the season. They kept their heads in it. They never got in trouble. And we've had teams with some guys who have gotten in trouble. But they didn't get in trouble. They've stayed focused. Looking at them coming out of the weight room, this is the best looking team we've ever had physically. The leadership is there at every position. A lot of reason to be excited from a talent standpoint. And I think the coaches would tell you, when this group of seniors was recruited, I think a lot of people pointed to this team and said, that's a team that can win a national championship. And so, you never know what's going to happen. Last year, we were on that track and injuries derailed us, but a lot to be optimistic for.
What do you feel like are 1 or 2 keys to having a real successful football season, Troy?
Well, at the FCS level, it's always injuries or lack thereof. a lot of us are really good at the top end. It's the matter of what's the depth look like underneath, and so you want to stay healthy. And for us, Iowa, Hawaii back-to-back start, regardless of what happens in those games, our season is not going to be made in the month of September. Our season is going to be made in October and November. And so focusing on October and November and getting us in a position to win a conference championship. The two teams that are rated in the league are at our place this year. It's really important for Panther fans to make this the dome field advantage that it's always been with South Dakota State and North Dakota State coming in here.
Well, it should be fun. We'll be back with more. Troy Dannen right after this here on Panther Sports Talk.